We all want a better world, a world where the ocean continues being our life source. Human activity has endangered or contributed to the extinction of other species. In the end, everything will come back to us. We must clean up the ocean. The common enemy is indifference, which must be combated through action. TOC, led by 19-year-old Boyan Slat, has raised over $2 million through nearly 40,000 individual donations. The idea came to Boyan while diving off Greece, where he encountered more plastic bags than fish. He wondered, why can't we clean these up? Thereafter, he committed fully to studying and working toward eradication of plastic pollution in our oceans. The mindset demands active participation. Progress has been made in early phases of the project, demonstrating the feasibility of the concept. TOC uses both approaches to developing the plan that will take a passive strategy to collecting all the plastic pollution from 5 hotspots that cover about 40% of the Earth's surface. The team accumulates data from previous studies in these regions and developed assumptions from their own research using multiple methodologies to answer the question, how can the oceans clean themselves, using environmental conditions to determine the probability and efficiency of success. The Catholicism comes from using existing models from past research, and the Buddhism comes from employing the team's own assumptions, studies, and the results of unpredictable future population behavior to stop plastic pollution from entering waterways. Much will be determined by the available budget, which involves flexibility. Earth's people want, and will secure, a better world in which the oceans continue being the greatest life source. Involvement starts with where we live, who we are, and the realization that action is of the utmost urgency. We must reduce the use of plastics, promote the recycling of plastic waste, and reclaim the accumulations within the ocean gyres. TOC will become a tide that reaches the shore with good news, bathing the world with renewed opportunity. Everyone can take part through support of the Ocean Cleanup Project, ensuring the continuation of healthy ecosystems throughout the world through conviction and commitment. As the organization expands, it is crucial to keep procedures simple and avoid rampant bureaucracy. This is called cutting cognitive load. The ocean cleanup has reached a point where it has to add rules, tools, and people without overwhelming its organization. Here are 3 concrete things it can do. 1. Build 2 pizza teams. Work groups should ideally be kept small, 5 to 10 people. They can be fed with 2 pizzas. And it's not only about size. The team owns a problem, is accountable, and builds a solution autonomously. 2. Keep things as simple as possible, but not any simpler. In understanding things, we all go through these 3 phases: simplistic, complex, and profoundly simple. Remember to push through and cut down. 3. Give ground grudgingly. Many things will go wrong while scaling. The aim is to learn fast, fail small, and forward. Things will run hot, and they should, but not so hot as to explode. Bringing together aligned, high-performing talent challenges every growing organization. One approach highlights individuals with a demonstrated commitment to the mission, as well as an ability to click with the rest of the team. The current team, mostly leaders responsible for star tasks, have already proven their felt accountability. To scale up guardian tasks, such as manufacturing and deploying the floating barriers, outside contractors would be hired. The big question is, how can TOC inspire and measure felt accountability among external teams? The correct answer will enable sustainable growth and success. The ocean cleanup staff are assembled and will remain through scale-up. What will change is that execution functions belong to outside contractors. Outsourcing's benefits come with risks that this team identifies as the weak link. TOC's board is unpaid and employees are paid below market. Exposing contractors to their altruism could short-circuit just a paycheck mentality. Some of TOC's 27 communications personnel can be repurposed as ambassadors who broadcast the message and become connectors who propel excellence. Contractors can be enlisted as heroes by persuaders who telegraph support for successful implementation. Regulatory pressures and possible legal exposure can be mitigated by regulatory agency reps meeting with the contractors to discuss the hows and whys behind regulatory compliance, to decrease us versus them thinking and fill in structural holes. Millions of tons of plastic have concentrated in 5 oceanic gyres, a third of which is in the Pacific garbage patch. Millions of birds and aquatic species die annually, endangering some species and threatening others with extinction. Plastics also transport invasive species, disrupting native ecosystems. Plastics cause billions of dollars in damage to vessels. The costs of removal are prohibitive. The problems are myriad, but there is only one solution: extraction. TOC proposes to let the ocean's currents carry plastic waste to floating barriers, concentrating and collecting the debris for removal from the environment, at a 33% savings over conventional methods. Great will be achieved when we collectively prevent further accumulations of plastic in oceanic gyres. This is something for which each of us is responsible. Greatness will be perpetuated through spin-off projects scaled down to the local level, in river deltas and other waterways.